5
That's
new
sweet.
episodes and shit.
That's
Yeah.
No, don't tell anyone this. You probably shouldn't tell. You probably shouldn't tell anyone. Okay? We're exploring like now. You know how the virus keeps mutating?
Yeah.
Well, one of the things we're exploring is like why don't we just mutate it ourselves so we could preemptively develop new vaccines, right? So we have to do that. If we're going to do that, though, there's a risk of like, as you could imagine, no one wants to be having a pharma company mutating viruses. You have to be like very controlled to make sure that this virus that you mutate doesn't create something that, like, you know, goes everywhere.
Something crazy.
Is the way that the virus started and moving on. To be honest, like it makes no sense if this virus popped out of nowhere. Like,
yeah, I know.
Yes, sir. Back again one more time in the new year, 2023. It's overtime over here at Flight Room TV. I'm your host, Remy Please. This is Overtime 96. I'm with Keys, Concourse P, Lighthouse. And yeah, today, I don't know what's been on my mind lately and what I'm seeing, because I've been like more active on our social media. Number one is this. This is supposed to be a president of research at Pfizer, Jordan Tristan Walker, and he was spilling the beans at lunch.
All of them.
Yeah, he was spilling the beans at or dinner. I think it was a date.
Yep.
A gate. I think it was a gate, but and he was like on hidden camera, and there's like a lot of layers to this shit. All right, for one, he's pretty much saying that he was doing he named it something different, but he said he was doing pretty much gain of function research, the same shit that
Right.
Fauci said that they are definitely not doing. So this is a big business pharmaceutical company saying that they're doing something that the U.S. government said they are not doing. So is the government outsourcing these people to do what what they said that they're not doing, or are they acting on their own behalf to the age old cause the problem and create the solution? And also, sometimes when I look at like this video is like 9 minutes and they came out with a part 2 earlier today, it kind of looked doctored to me sometimes. Like, it's like, why is this dude just sitting here
vomiting from the mouth?
Yeah, just diarrhea of the mouth, and he's literally saying, okay, don't tell nobody, but here's this. You know what I'm saying? It looks kind of staged, and we can get into that because like that's a big topic I want to talk about, because like I said, I've been on social media and a lot of stuff is just, it seems like the conspiracy community is being like hijacked. Like, it's a lot of bullshit getting snuck through the cracks, and they're just kind of roping everything in and saying, bruh, this is just crazy talk. Like, we can't believe anything y'all motherfuckers saying.
Yeah, it's getting there.
I
You don't know what to believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think even with that whole term conspiracy theory, it was like created for that same purpose. It's like, all right, you say things and then it's like, oh, that's just a conspiracy theory. Now it's like a conspiracy theory to the conspiracy theory. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
it's like
it just creates more confusion. You know what I'm saying? It, like y'all was saying, it's like it gets to a point where you don't even know what to believe because there's so many ideas, so many options to choose from, so many other sources of information that go against the shit that you already believe. So it's a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah, and it's just like that, company or journalism, sector, Project Veritas, right? So they're able to do this and like expose it's not their first time like exposing or uncovering some shit. They do pretty good work, but it got me thinking, like, how are they just allowed to do shit like this and just have like, let me look at how much they got on there.
I mean, or that motherfucker that he might know that he untouchable or some shit. I don't know. Like, because it's
crazy.
kind of odd to just, you know what I'm saying?
And he's literally saying he's testing whatever. Like this, the mutating vaccine, that's what's going to create zombies. I'm telling you.
Here, look at this shit.
But is that like really news though? Like, don't we know we already know that they've been doing shit like that though?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Why would it come out? Why would
it's
he?
not like that's new. Like the government's been fucking with T cells and viruses, and we know that because they got biological weapons. We know that that's a thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's been a thing for years. But now I guess because it's on your own people now, kind of changes the game a little bit.
Yeah,
I guess.
But it's like, how is that not being censored? Like a video like this, how's it not being scrubbed? I mean, if you like look up the guy himself, I think they scrub like his actual employment.
Uh-huh.
Like you really can't find this shit.
Yeah,
exactly. Like his employment, because he was talking about like his changing his resume. I tried to find him on LinkedIn and all that shit. Like I try to dig a little bit. I couldn't find him, but like they posted this screenshot of of his actual title and shit. So
even still,
they had to dig
this.
Yeah.
But don't you think it's other organizations kind of like the CIA where they're just like untouchable? Like they just do their own thing.
I'm glad,
you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, what if Pfizer is like their own thing? They are the, they just untouchable. They can do whatever they want.
See, I was thinking
another government agency.
I was thinking the other way around. I was thinking this whole Project Veritas shit. Like, what if that is fucking CIA? Because like they got like a secret hidden camera. They taking this dude out on a gay date. He's spilling the beans. You know what I'm saying?
That's why. And he been drinking, obviously.
Yeah, it's like they're moving like the CIA, like a spy or something.
But that's what I'm saying. This is seen. That's what I'm saying. It gives you that feeling like, okay.
And they got 1.6 million subscribers. Like they can do this shit and expose people, across the board. But it's like our little itty bitty channel. We can't let shit. We can't rock at all.
We can't say
like maybe like the whole gain of function and whatever. You know what I mean? That's like you said, like everybody knows that, and they can like hijack that information, but the real story is I don't know, like it's like straight up killing people, or in the long run like it's the digital passport shit. Is it like, what I'm saying? It's like they're hijacking whatever objective that the Pfizer or the government is taking with this shit, and just putting a blanket over it and saying oh, it's the gain of function shit. Like we know that. So I don't know. It's just weird because they got 160 million subscribers, and then somebody like Alex Jones is getting sued $1 trillion. Like it don't make sense.
It don't.
Like, and and if you're like secretly recording somebody, isn't that like entrapment or some shit like that?
I know. That's why I was saying, like, how do they even have the spy cam and everything? What was the purpose behind this whole thing? Like they were trying to get more than just that. I feel like just like everybody said, we all know that information. What was behind it though? Like,
but it's
like, what are you predicting? What's about to happen next? Like,
it's one thing to let be intoxicated and you let he just say something. This nigga went on and on and on. You said 9 minutes, right?
Yeah.
It's like he had an agenda, kind of sort of.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go here tonight, get drunk, and say this shit.
But he have to do multiple times. Like, all right, here's another clip. It's okay. Shh, don't say nothing. But
hope nobody's growing 3 legs or something like that, right?
Yeah, or like the entire next generation is like super up. Could you imagine the scandal? Oh my god! I take Pfizer off my resume. Like, something irregular about their menstrual cycle, so people have to investigate that down the line.
Yeah.
Because that is a little concerning. Because like if you think about the science, like it shouldn't be interacting with like it's called like the hypothalamus, pituitary gonadal axis.
Right.
Like the hormones regulate their menstrual cycles and things like that. And the vaccine shouldn't be interfering with that, so we don't really know.
It shouldn't?
It shouldn't, like no.
But is it?
There's something happening, but we don't know what to figure out.
Well, I mean, you're a urologist, so you must understand like what's going on with it, right? Like,
But that's why I understand that it's weird.
I mean, I've heard that, like just menstrual cycles and
I don't know what's going on there.
yeah.
I hope we don't discover something really bad from now on. I hope we don't find out that like there's somehow this mRNA like lingers in the body and then like because it has to be impacting something hormonal to impact menstrual cycles.
Right.
So somehow the vaccines must be interacting with like the axis signal, the HPG axis, to cause these changes in menstrual cycles. Like think about how the
HPG axis.
Yeah, it goes like the hypothalamus, pituitary, and then gonads. They send like signals to each other.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the HPG axis is why the fertility problems are happening.
Yeah, because they control the cycles. So, like, if anything's impacting that, it must be impacting these hormones somehow.
See,
It's all brain work.
and your menstrual. So
Yeah, it's a light source.
And
it's about this. It's about the I don't know, some children of men type shit.
That's wild. I mean, if that is true.
Like, what if down the line, like nobody can make babies, or you make synthetic babies and shit like that?
I mean, that's already happening somewhat. You seen like the little
no
the
natural
babies.
births.
Yeah. They have the joints you can put the egg in the in like a nest, watch it. You can create your own really. It's getting like that. Yeah, the AI shit.
And this is like when they approach them like to catch a predator and shit.
Hey there. Is this seat taken? You work for Pfizer. My question for you is, why does Pfizer want to hide from the public the fact that they're mutating the COVID viruses?
Is this real life? I'm literally a liar. I was trying to impress a person on a date by lying.
Please don't touch me. Well, this is not. By the way, don't tell anybody.
Working at a company to literally help the public. You really did. Please bring the cost as soon as possible. It was very unsafe.
Can you please unlock your door?
No, don't let them leave.
Please unlock the door.
Why is going on?
Yo, they wild.
Oh, he's wilding out. Hell yeah.
Please unlock the door. Please unlock the door.
I thought he was playing.
Yo, is this real?
Yo, are they? Ain't this
Unlock
illegal?
Unlock the door.
Is that illegal?
Oh.
Wait, hold on. Are they allowed to do that
That
shit?
just say Pfizer.
Ain't that illegal though?
That's like entrapment, right?
Yeah, they like locked the doors and was recording this nigga.
Yeah, why did did he lock the door? That's what I'm saying. He said don't unlock the door. Like he wasn't gonna let them go.
Hold on.
Yeah, I think they wasn't trying to let the film crew go.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they was trying to like lock him in.
Nah.
I was like,
wild.
these niggas is tripping. Okay.
No, but
about to
at
say.
first
But
I thought
didn't it look like extra? Like it didn't.
Yeah, actually.
he looked like he was caught up though at the end. So
Yeah, but the way it looked, I thought they was trapping him. So if they was trapping him, he had every reason to fight back if he thought they was trying to trap him.
he was
You know what
very
I'm saying? That's how it looked to me. Maybe I'm tripping though.
Nah, he was super extra. He was
He said it was too extra.
That's wild though, bro.
You recorded me. No,
Hey,
he
yo,
was
you playing with somebody when you doing shit like that, nigga. Fuck out.
And that's why I was saying I don't know. He might have because he really did let out some info. He was like, "Oh, you fucked up." He was trying to grab that dude's
I was
phone.
lying.
He said, I was trying to impersonate. I was trying to look good on camera.
Yeah, that's how you know you caught up though. You just said shit, and he tried to attack.
Hey, but remember when I was talking about Jeffrey Dahmer's like gay niggas be like extra horny. If y'all wasn't so fucking horny, you could just dodge the bullshit. Calm down, bro. Calm down.
Oh man,
Nah, he knew he was caught up though. He did.
He was like, "What? I was outside. I wasn't even in here. That wasn't even me."
Nigga was lying about him lying.
Right.
Like,
I was trying to get laid.
Right.
All right, but look, this is why I was like,
Really? Oh, I'm sorry. Because I just want to know the answer.
I'm not probably recording me. Oh my god. Isn't that be horrible? You would not be recording me or something.
that's wild.
Yeah, that's just
Better not be recording me.
Better
Is this
not
being
be
recorded right
recording
now? Like,
Right.
that's what I don't know. This is kind of fishy.
Yeah,
They just move like a spy agency. So
exactly.
So
and
maybe
where was that at?
It looked like a upscale.
No, I'm saying like was it in the U.S.?
Brick oven. Yeah.
Okay.
Brick oven pizza place.
That nigga was sauced.
Oh my God. I hated it.
The whole time they was probably just back somewhere just listening, like, all right, somebody go get this nigga.
Like the one meme was like, got him.
Yeah, basically. That's exactly what that was.
Got him.
That's exactly what that was. That was a hit.
Don't it seem like it? Either that or it's just completely false. Either that, you know what I'm saying? Like, god damn.
Then they locked him in the joint.
Put that nigga at his weakest
This
moment.
nigga said I was trying to impress a date.
Out of you.
Well, he said I was trying to impress a date though.
They gonna seduce it out of you.
God damn.
Isn't that what dudes do though?
Yeah, that's exactly what dudes do. That's exactly. He said he a nigga.
Just like you said,
I'll be calling shots at work.
Oven.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Yeah, exactly. Look
exactly.
like
that's exactly what that was.
Looked like he shut it down. He rented the whole shit out.
Right.
Like, oh yeah, it's just you and me. Like, yeah, you all that shit. Please.
My dad owns a dealership. I'm trying to tell you.
That's wild though.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Hey, yo, he was fighting for his life in that joint though.
Yeah,
he knew it was over. He knew it was
Slipping
over.
on fucking banana pills.
Yep. He knew it was
God
over.
damn.
He got his ass tossed up at the end too.
He did. He took one. He definitely took
man,
one.
that's crazy.
But he had something on different that time, so I think that was like the second date.
Oh,
he's like, why are we back on this topic? That's why I asked him like in the comments. I was like,
yo, he was trying to seal the deal, yo.
Yeah, so y'all went on 2 dates and all y'all could talk about was fucking vaccines and shit.
Oh man,
wait till I tell you on the second.
I know, right?
Wait till you see what I got.
That's why I thought that was his way in. Like,
that's exactly what it was.
I'm about to drop the beans and let her know something. She gonna let me in them things. Ooh,
ain't no her. Ain't no her.
Oh, you ain't. Yeah.
It's a boy, Damon.
I picked up on that watching the video. I didn't know at first either. Yeah,
I mean, you can tell by listening to Cuz, just listening to his voice.
Right.
That's shirt.
He definitely has sausage on the pizza.
Time out. Everyone got him.
I'm done with y'all, yo.
New Freedom of Information Act documents revealed the COVID pandemic was a DoD operation dating back to Obama. The Pentagon controlled the COVID-19 program from the very beginning, and everything we are told was political theater to cover it up, down to FDA vaccine approval. I mean, we kind of knew that. Everything was just moving, on schedule. Even now, like they said that the whole like emergency shit is ending May 11th. Why not just end it now? Like, why we gotta wait a whole fucking, was it 2-3 months? Like, just end the shit now.
People still catching COVID though.
Yeah,
that shit's still going around.
That's what's crazy.
I mean, it's obviously ain't nowhere near how it used to be, but people still catching that shit.
But why have like a predetermined date? Like, that's weird to me.
Prior, I don't know. I know that's springtime. That is the spring.
That's a good point. Like, why would you say that?
Because May is when niggas gonna start going outside again and spending money.
Yeah, May 11th.
Yeah, it is.
Probably right after
right before Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. It's like always like big like bombs, like truth bombs, and it just gets swept under the rug.
I mean,
it'd be something else that pop. It'd be something else that grab everybody else's attention. So nobody be focused on it. You know what I'm saying? So you really can't put too much attention on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, give too much of your time to it. It just like swept right under the rug, like you said. It's just Dumb
You
shit.
gotta
Yeah, I mean,
search for it. You
it's
gotta
just
do
it's
research.
yeah, you gotta do your own because the media will spin some shit. It's like even the Kanye shit. Like even though Kanye did say some dumb shit, but he was saying a lot of real shit too. And there's like
Yep.
this whole anti-Semitic over it, and then everybody just dismisses everything. It's like they literally ignored all the shit Kanye was saying, and they just focus on one thing. Because if they actually gave attention to the other shit he was saying, it might change some shit.
It's to the point. It's to the point the media has like fucked him over so bad. Like people just do not like him just because.
I ain't
meet
gonna
so
lie.
many
I feel
people
like
that tell
I
me
agree.
like they can't even tell me why they do not fuck with him. They just don't because of some shitty. And I'm like, oh well, what did he say though? And then they're just like, oh well, he just always says. I'm like, but he
and that's the
don't
thing.
even be wrong or nothing. Like,
Right.
why are you mad at him?
I think it's the same thing as programming. If you hear the same thing over and over and over again, even if you resist it, if you keep hearing it over and over and over again, you're gonna start to believe that shit. So same thing, Kanye. Kanye's a genius. Kanye been telling us he's a genius for so fucking long that everybody believes this nigga's a genius. But at the same, not saying he's not. I'm just saying like that's the overall narrative about him. But at the same time, all the people who don't like him, it's because you've been told in the media that this nigga's crazy. He be saying dumb shit. So it's all programming. You've been hearing over and over and over how this nigga crazy. He be saying anything out his fucking mouth. So now that's the reason why it works, the same way. Like people think he a genius. At the same time, all niggas think he's crazy. He programmed us to think he's a genius. We've been programmed to think he's crazy. And almost everybody who deal with Kanye think one of those two things about him, or they think both at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
And then after the fact, when whatever crazy shit he says, it turns out to be like actual factual, then nobody like
it's the delivery.
Yeah, no, I mean it is. Sometimes it's the Gemini. Sometimes he be just jumping straight to the end without giving nobody a picture.
Yeah, no context. I agree with that.
You literally have to piece his shit together, though. You do, because he is like that. He's like, all right. It's like when you be just like you said, you already finished the thought, and out loud, you like really on to the next shit. Yeah, I know.
But see, the key thing with a nigga like Kanye, you have to not be emotional when you listen to what he's saying, because the way he talk, he's going to trigger niggas. So if you actually want to get the point, don't let your emotions get involved, and then you'll actually get what this nigga. Because for real, majority of the shit he say, he don't be wrong, and it don't be negative, and it don't be like in bad faith to human race. It be a lot of like this nigga cares about the world. You know what I'm saying? Right. If you really listen to what this nigga be saying, you know what I'm saying? So. If you don't just, it's like niggas would be like, "What Kanye? What dumb shit this nigga about to say now? Oh, he said some dumb shit. This nigga stupid, and he dropped like 40 gems on your ass." But you just waiting for the dumb shit to align with what everyone told you about him.
Yep.
So and that same thing with Kanye. You can apply that to anything and anybody, but he's just an example. In the conversation,
he now has a stigma.
Yeah, exactly. Polarizing, you either gonna love him or you gonna hate him. Ain't no in between. It's like you either love him or you hate him.
It'd be funny people coming up to me like, "Oh, you hear what Kanye said now?" I'd be like, "What? What'd he say?" And they'd be like, "Oh, you didn't hear?" I'm like, "Come on, motherfucker, you just riding coattails, bro."
You the fuck you with the pop culture. I get it.
Right?
I get
it. Cause I dropped some shit. I'm with him. Like, what you talking
that's
about?
what I'm saying. I'm like, well, yeah. Let me tell you what he said though.
Yeah,
he was saying that.
Break it down for their ass.
Yeah. Have you heard of the Black Israelites, the Moors? You heard of that, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to that. Like you can start all over the place with that shit, man. But that wasn't even the context. He was that's what he needs a mediator so bad. Like that wasn't where he was.
He's shooting from the hip too much.
I know.
That's what it is.
He does go for kill shots. Like he feels defensive. Like when he talks to people, I can like you can tell he's like, oh, he's defensive and shit. So yeah, that kill shot, but he be jumping all over the place and shit.
Yeah. It seems like it's just more. It's also more popular to not like Kanye than it is to like him. So people tend to want to be popular. So
yeah, hey, that's a great fucking hey Brian. That's a great point because I was I forgot what the fucking show. I think it was the joint with Marcellus Wiley and what's the name? Acho. They used to have a show, and Marcellus Wiley was basically saying like a lot of times people. I think it was Marcellus Wiley. He was saying that it's like it's as long as you go against Kyrie, as long as you go against Kanye, you on the good side of popularity. You know what I'm saying? So people with mainstream media, it's like Kanye says some shit. If I disagree with him, everybody's gonna like me. Kyrie say some shit. All the mainstream artists, people in the industry, if they go against Kyrie, they go against Kanye. They in good faith with everyone else in the business. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of see that shit kind of play out that way. You know?
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, you just disagree. You don't even have to know what he's talking about. Just disagree with Kanye and Kyrie, and everyone will love you.
Yeah,
in the industry.
regardless of what they saying.
Regardless of what they say.
Yep.
Well, speaking of that, where the fuck is Kanye? Where is
No
Kanye?
bullshit.
Speaking of Kanye, where that nigga been at? I know he married some. He married some other chick. Someone. He got a new wife, I think.
Does he?
He got married. Damn.
I think.
Damn.
He got married to somebody that's like works for him.
But you know that sounds like somebody that's trying to get over that last relationship. That's what that sounds like. You know
it sounds like he needed to.
He trying to get over that.
I don't know how
Bianca Sensori, who looks like
what she look like? What she look like?
Probably like him. He got it tight, bro.
Yeah, he like the same joint.
He got it tight. I know that's right.
And it's like he probably just doing it just to, like, hey, I got married just to get him off his back from the other shit.
I'm telling you, I feel like he needs to distract himself.
She weak.
Yeah.
I'm sure he traumatized from the whole divorce and all that shit going on with the Kardashians. I'm sure that shit got him like, you know, because he don't got no control in the situation.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man.
And his kids, they pretty much can do whatever they want to do with his children, against his will. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? If this nigga do come back in the public, that is not him.
hey, bring that back up. Let me see again. Let me see.
Yeah, I was already looking at that. Let me see that.
All right, so are we about to go into this clone conversation?
No. I'm just saying, like, it's gonna be like I don't know, maybe a more controlled version of him. Like,
oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
How you just like he was on fire. He was like on a 6-month
run,
scorched the earth type shit, and like he went missing. And then if he comes back, like how is he gonna come back still on fire?
Nah, I mean they probably put him on that shit. I mean Kanye tells you that they literally like lock this nigga up against what's it called, to the hospital bed and like be putting drugs in him and shit. He straight up say they do that shit to him.
Yeah. And he said, man, I hope they ain't get to him.
Yeah,
Kanye was last.
I take that back.
That was a photo that did it, right? Hey, that one did it, right?
I take I disregard everything I said.
That's funny as hell.
What Kanye spot Frederick?
Huh?
He was on Frederick.
He was, and then after that, he was like in South Carolina or something like that, randomly. That's what I'm saying. Like, where did he go? Because he's moving however
he'll come back with a handler, bro. Or that's gonna be his handler. You know, like your spouse is sometimes your handler.
Yeah, but that might be exactly what it is, though. She might just be his new handler. That might be all it is.
They said she was like in charge of like the architecture branch of like the Yeezy brand.
Oh, so she was.
That's what's up.
She was.
So she's a smart cookie.
Exactly, but you don't think that a lot of these girlfriends and wives be like handlers on the low? Like you don't think Amber Rose, how she just always seemed to end up with these high profile rappers. So Wiz Khalifa was kind of like a deep thinker, type nigga. Fucking Kanye, kind of a deep thinker type nigga. It's like it's funny how she always end up in those guys. 21 Savage. Mm-hmm. He's highly influential. I may not say he's a super. Even when you hear the 21 Savage talk, you can tell that nigga thinks. He got little brains to him. Right. So I don't know. You don't think so?
I don't look at her as like
he's from the UK.
I don't think she's like a smart broad. Like she don't come off to like somebody that can, like because I watched the Drink Champs when it was like Murder Mook and
oh yeah, she was on.
I seen that. I seen clips of that. I know what you're talking about.
And she was on that joint. Like this broad is like dumb for real. So it's like I think niggas was just fanboying. Like they would see her like remember like back in the day, like we was like having like magazines of like King magazine and shit like that.
I know what
I
you're
think like
saying.
they would see her in videos and like, bro, like one day, like if I come across her, I'm gonna get that. And then she already know how to be with rich niggas, and she just, you know what I mean, put that fucking cycle
But
and
look,
put you on, and that's it.
I
Yeah,
don't necessarily disagree with what you're saying, but she don't necessarily have to be smart to trick a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like if she got ass and titties,
it's different.
She got ass and titties, and she, you know, she know how to position her body at certain angles to make a nigga lose his mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so think about that. Like, all she needs to do is get information. She don't need to necessarily be manipulating these niggas. She just need these niggas to talk.
But she's
so
a
she can
stripper.
go back and give
she's
information
been
back
manipulating niggas.
Yeah. I mean, those are the best ones. Those are the best ones. You know?
Exactly.
We used to run game every night.
Hey, young, remember we was watching.
Elevated her.
Remember when we did that? Who was that? That actress, actor, performer that was like also like doubled as a CIA agent.
We're gonna do a whole episode on that. Like,
what was her? What was it? I don't know why I'm forgetting her name right now.
Is it Dorothy Dandridge or
Dorothy Dandridge? Right?
Yeah, Dorothy. Yeah.
So even remember they said they train her in like martial arts and all this shit, so she know how to defend herself. She know how to use weapons, but she probably also, no disrespect, she knew how to throw that ass too, though. Probably.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's all part of the shit. You know what I'm saying? She got to know how to seduce.
That's
and
the
kill.
element. Exactly.
You know
that's the element that element can't break a man. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
that's what I'm saying.
They're powerless without that.
Sexpionage.
Mm-hmm. That's a great way to put it, sexpionage, because that's got to be part of it. You got to be.
Nah, you right though.
I feel like all women have that though from birth. Like women,
but you gotta hone it in. Yeah,
just
that's what Penny said. She said she was trained in sexpionage. But did you see Red Sparrow with Jennifer Lawrence? Like they showed you the whole spy, training program, and she,
Damn.
The desk.
Boy, man, can you imagine the tricks that they know? You know what I'm saying? Wow, the high level ones, they got to be the high level. They ain't just good in self defense, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? They know how to do all
pretty
kinds
much
of
every
shit.
broad that James Bond fucked with was all sex.
The same shit, exactly. Yep.
That's how they got them.
And every military has them. Every military has them. Straight up,
CIA agency,
sex monsters.
That's what I'm saying.
Just the sexier and sexier.
I'm telling
and
you,
sexier.
bro. I'm telling you, they got them, bro.
Y'all think Superhead was one?
She could have been.
She could have been.
Because the way she did that motherfucker.
She was moving. She was moving too.
She a legend. Hey, she a legend for real.
Bodies.
She a legend.
Yeah, bodies.
Yeah, if you can get your name in a song and you're straight up sleep.
Yo, Jada Kiss.
Yeah.
Yo, my man Jada.
If you
Jada
have
Kiss.
every woman in the world trying to do your technique, you will be.
Hey, am I not lying? Did she not originate it? Was she not like the original?
Yeah, because I've never seen it before. Then after that, it's like
she changed niggas' lives. You can probably watch that right now and be like, "Damn, this is probably the point in history where all that shit."
Hey, you
might
right
on that point in history.
It sounds funny. It sounds.
It's only like a few of them, but I was shocked. Like that's how I know. I was like, "Damn,
ain't
I love it."
Ain't nothing new under the sun though. So she probably read some Karma Sutra book or some shit.
Probably it was something, man. Like,
she would probably wear it in like one of them black ancient 70s porns.
She's been here before. She's been here before. That's how I feel.
You jiving, Jack? And they got down on it. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. I was just watching what's the joint Pan? Was it Coffee? I was just watching that.
Coffee. Yeah. I don't think I've seen that.
I thought you about to say. I was just watching Booty Talk Volume 6.
Nah, nigga.
Nah, don't do that.
I ain't got no standard definition DVD in this bitch. Got Blu-ray.
You ain't even gotta do that. You ain't gotta do that.
You see, you ain't gotta do that.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, we gotta do a whole episode on that. I'll say the next episode we can do this shit.
Dorothy Dandridge.
I think so though. That's a good topic.
Dorothy
Other
Dandridge.
like sex kittens and shit.
Yeah, I would.
We got it. We got to deep dive into that. Like,
yeah,
for
get
real.
some research going. I'll really do that.
Yeah.
She got hella docs too, like documentaries and all that.
That shit probably tied in with human trafficking and all that bullshit.
I want to see who she is connected to. Yeah, like all her shit.
I think she was working with she was a double agent. Like she was working for.
Oh damn!
Yeah,
damn. 2 times. Pow.
This shit.
Hey, she had to be the truth.
Hey, so she was really that nigga then.
Yeah,
Like,
she had to be.
But to be a double spy, she probably got caught up in some shit though early in the game somewhere or something.
Probably.
If she a double spy, yeah, like she had to be working something off or something. She did something.
But she was cold though. She was fucking cold, bro.
I think she was French.
Oh, for real.
Je l'ai vu à Hijacking.
Yeah, the whole Moulin Rouge shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
didn't she have a sister too?
Don't get me wrong.
I'll do my research later. We'll have to do that episode. We'll do that episode.
Yeah, that'll be a good one.
But yeah, that's definitely like intelligent shit. Like even the whole funny shit, that's still the same thing. This is just they be compromising people with the funny shit.
And you know what's crazy though? The fact that like she's a double agent. It's almost like even when we saw DeMar Hamlin the other day during that game, it's no way that was DeMar Hamlin the way they was covering that man's face up. Like there had to have been a DeMar Hamlin double. Like, am I tripping? Did y'all see that?
You're not.
Yeah.
Even when he was wild.
That was so. It was weird.
It was weird.
It was strange. You see when he walked in the
Josh
elevator?
Allen looking dumb. He was like,
Not only that, but they showed him somewhere else, and like after he was at the game, and they showed his arm. He didn't even have the same forearm tattoo on that joint. I was like,
he did like a little interview or whatever. Yeah, that shit was clean.
Yeah.
But I'm saying though, like, okay,
but then again,
I don't know.
I hate alter. You can alter a video though too, and I was like, I don't know about that shit. You got.
Yeah.
Now the press box was the most telling to me.
Yeah, you need to see.
You saw how they blurred him out. Like it was so foggy. That was weird.
It was like why was it was like he had
look how he just
like why is he's like acting like he's trying not to be seen.
Exactly.
And he blew his way in that elevator.
Nigga,
like,
that was so
like the whole city was pouring their life out for you, and you shine away.
He did the LeBron right there.
And he had the heart shit too.
But I don't even know that looked like a diamond to me. And then he did the same shit LeBron do. And then he did the 2 6s.
That shit look weird.
He did the 2 6s. And see, the thing that a lot of people don't understand, like that red, white, and blue equals purple, and that's like tied to like the royal family and all that other shit.
So they've been showing that all last year.
Look at that shit. Come on, dog.
The Pope, the Queen, before she died, purple.
But the thing is, that people don't understand, like the red, white, and blue in a lot of these sports scenes is tied to that. So the Wizards, Detroit, the Detroit Pistons, the fucking Clippers, like that's all saying like we're all tied to the same. We all believe in the same shit. Like with that purple, like red, white, and blue makes purple.
The royalty. You're right.
But besides that though, that whole DeMar Hamlin shit looked wild. Like the fact, because I remember I was watching it live and I said this nigga literally threw up the diamond and did the little
right. Come on, who does that?
I'm like, bro, what?
Yeah, like what
he did the same shit LeBron do before every damn game.
Right, come on, dog.
But and see, and what they try to do is because that's his symbol, the heart. He always throws up the heart. Even when he was in college, he threw up the heart. But
he did. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so but that wasn't no damn heart.
No,
that last joint, that was not a heart.
That wasn't no damn heart. You know what I'm saying? And like,
did he do the heart and then throw up the threes like that?
Yeah, Randall play that joint again, just so we can get another clip. It looked like he did the triangle and then he threw the 6s up. That's what my instinct when I saw that. I said, this nigga literally just did the Illuminati joint.
Right. And I ain't never see him throw up the 3 symbol. I mean, everybody say like, he did, but that heart symbol, that's him. He even got like a little.
That didn't look like a heart though.
And that wasn't no heart. That's not a heart.
And then look behind him.
And did you see the cameraman behind him?
Yeah, the cameraman.
That must be the cameraman.
But still, where the shot at from that?
Why is this the only? Why?
Nigga, that's not a heart. That was not a heart.
No, it's not a heart.
That was
That's
not
what
a
I'm
heart.
saying. They try to make it like, oh, that's his name, no damn heart. Because his
No, some
symbol,
people-
and he put it like in front of his chest. He
And
threw
you-
that shit like up like a diamond. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
you can't even see, dude. It don't even matter. He's not even showing the
He like all
nothing.
Fuck the rest. That's not him.
Hey, even when he came in on the golf cart, he had the hood on with the sunglasses on. Nigga,
Yup.
why the fuck you got sun inside? It's
Yeah.
cold as shit outside. Why the
Right.
fuck do you have at nighttime? Why you got sunglasses on inside? And like, no, that shit just look weird, you know. It just did. Like they was
It
hiding
did,
this
though.
nigga's face.
It wasn't
And then-
like it. First of all, it was.
Now look at this.
It didn't feel organic.
Is that not the same shit?
No,
That's the same shit the nigga did.
yeah.
Not only that,
He literally did this like verbatim.
Is that the boule?
when
the bootleg
does an injured player walk into a stadium like behind, not through like the regular where you know the fans are, but you walking like through the tunnels and shit, and you need like 5 off-duty security guards around you. Like what the fuck?
For real.
Like-
bully.
like,
They bully
man.
their way.
Be the man.
Like
Like
you
the-
are
the-
like the least
Buffalo-
for being.
It was no Buffalo staff in that elevator going up with him. It was just like, all right, y'all watch out. And they was watching him
Yeah.
go up. It was nobody
That-
else even got in the elevator.
That's a great point because it's like, who the fuck is going to attack DeMar Hamlin? Like, really, let's be honest.
Right,
Like, who is
like,
this nigga offending?
He
Who is he
the most
offending?
vulnerable
Right.
person right now.
I literally called him
Exactly,
cardboard.
exactly. What's
Right,
all that about?
Nobody touching him.
Like, how did
First
he
of all,
get
the
that?
nigga though, like nigga don't even got that much strength. Like,
Right,
what the
that's
fuck
what I'm
we
saying.
about-
Like, come on, bro.
I know. Ain't nobody messing with you.
I just got my strength back.
Bless your heart.
Right.
No pun intended.
like
But
Oh,
nah,
shit.
for real though. For real though. Nah, seriously. Come on, man. Like, he ain't offending nobody from what happened to him. So why they
Yeah,
doing
man.
all that?
That's what
it was. I
It was
told
like,
y'all, man.
Nobody's gonna
all
fuck
that
this.
shit happened so
Part
quick.
of the script.
Exactly, and then the security was basically saying no one's gonna fuck up our story. That's basically
Hey,
what that
listen.
was. It was like no one's gonna fuck our story up. That's what that was.
It looked
Since-
like when they had the fake Drake rolling around. You had paid security and shit.
Hey, yeah. I don't know what you talking about.
Even I forgot who it was. It might have been like a former NFL player came out and was like, "Young, I think DeMar Hamlin died on the field, and they're trying to cover it up." Because after seeing that, a dude came out and straight up said that he was like, he might have
shit.
really died on the field, and NFL's trying to cover it up. But that got debunked because they showed the nigga come out later, and he was straight up like, "Yeah, I'm covering, I'm getting better, this, that, and third." So he's still alive. But it did kind of make sense. Like after you saw him get, carted off the field, CPR, and then you see this shit that they showed the other day. I'm like, maybe they are trying to cover up something because that little situation just like, it looked weird. Yeah, it just looked weird. You know what I'm saying?
He technically definitely died on the field because his
oh shit, that could have been deep fake. I didn't think about that. That's a good point.
It could have been
I didn't think
deep
about
and
that.
And then, like you said, they had to just show something after that, after the game, to confirm that he's still alive and going. Like, but that's what I hate about that. Like, they just use
You
it.
seen
until
his
Buffalo
Twitter?
lost.
You seen his Twitter post when it said straight up clone.
Yeah,
Like, he posted-
yeah.
I was like, is this nigga trolling?
Yeah. And then he
That's
put
what
on
I'm
his
saying.
Instagram another picture of him like in front of a mural of himself, but
Mhm.
he had on a mask. I was like,
Yeah.
Well, if that is the case, let's say hypothetically that is the case, then I would have to start looking at the NFL as a more powerful entity than I thought that it was. Because that's
I mean, it is.
to pull that off.
They're super
damn.
influential. They super influential.
Whew,
listen,
that is
anytime you
Colossal.
take two entities that is as high as influential as the NFL and hip hop, well, I'll say hip hop because they painted Jay-Z the face of every
Exactly.
artist
Every
in
game.
the world.
Yep.
Right. And then
Halftime
they say,
shows.
oh, halftime, we're gonna throw even though it's all about kids and family, we're gonna throw some naked women out there, or we're gonna throw some rappers out there to give y'all some drug bars.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Don't
we're
get me
gonna
wrong.
get Snoop to do this walk overseas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like so. Oh, it makes sense. All right, yeah, we bring in Because black people have been through so much that when they hear this trauma, they just turn up. So it's cool.
Exactly.
Yeah, it brings us
And he
together.
did that shit in LA.
Like,
Yeah,
that
that's
shit is
crazy.
dumb, bro.
I mean, the NFL they do have that.
No, I mean, think about it. NFL has to be. The NFL is super influential because what's the greatest stage of masculinity on television?
Yeah,
football. So if you're going to influence men, that's the greatest channel to influence it through. But the thing about masculinity is that everyone follows it, men and women. So if you can influence the world through the NFL stage, that's the easiest shit. That's like the greatest tool to influence fucking people through sports.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of influence though. You see it in the commercials and
kind of see it.
Wait, go back to that picture real quick. Go back.
Yeah, I kind of see the tattoo a little bit.
But look at his forearm. Go back to that picture.
But
that don't look natural. But exactly. Look at the blue joint. That don't look natural. Look at the.
You can see it a little bit.
It looked like a planet arm, like right there.
Exactly. Yeah. And then how he ain't got no tats in this picture, but the picture on the left happened after the picture on the right.
No, I look a little. It looked like the lighting.
Oh, you think it's just the lighting? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, because that look like I ain't going to reach. That look round, and those in the right are.
It ain't the lighting. Because he definitely got a light shining on there on the top half of his forearm, and that tat go up there.
Yeah, because this is a professional light.
But I see where you see how that little circular. I can see it right there by his wrist.
His wrist,
yeah, I can see that.
Just like it's a shadow underneath. It's like
okay, yeah, I see that circular shit on the
like
wrist.
a news set lighting.
Yeah, like them LEDs.
So it's him. Maybe.
It still might not be him though. I don't
think that shit is
him. That wasn't him at the game.
He lost weight.
Yeah, that wasn't him at the game.
Well, whoever that nigga was, that wasn't him.
Yeah,
whoever that dude was, that was not him.
I'm convinced on that, but I don't know about what I mean. But yeah, he did this himself. He put clone himself.
Show his face,
exactly.
bro.
Yeah, what's the point of doing
even the ninja though?
Little Montclair jacket.
You know the ninja moves in silence.
Shit,
I got the ninja up there with the clone. That's why I'm like, oh, this nigga. But what was the purpose? I don't understand what the purpose of all that shit was for him to just come up.
I know that's the part that I guess we still waiting.
Yeah,
it's what the fuck? It's a sign. I just think it's a sign. If you're doing the red and blue, like remember the last time Super Bowl, it was Pepsi, and then it was like who's the nigga? The Weeknd. Everything was red and blue. It's the both sides of. It's the red and blue lodge of Freemasonry. It's the pillars. It's all the same. It's a big bat signal to everybody that's who's who.
Exactly. There you go.
It
That's exactly what that shit is. It's letting everybody know, like, okay, this is what time we on.
It's a go.
He's pretty much the symbolism of that to everybody else watching.
Yeah, I feel like that's when they started implementing a lot more of that currency shit.
You're right though, Randall, because a lot of shit that be happening in society be bat signals to the niggas in the know. They know exactly what the fuck is going on. So it's like almost preparing them. All right, we on to the next stage.
Right. Next
and Damar is the dude that's pretty much putting that message out to y'all. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why the Bills lost, because they was like, that definitely wasn't that nigga. His teammates was on the field fucked up. Like, that wasn't him.
I think that's what fucked them up.
That's what fucked up Josh Allen is.
Yeah. I'm gonna play it. Hold on.
Josh Allen was fucked up.
They was all trying to look through the snow up at the box like, is that really that nigga?
Nah, they said he was in the locker room too.
Look, I saw Damari posted something, put like hashtag or something into it, which I think is funny. But yeah, it's a trophy fish. It's pretty big. So I don't know what to say.
Yes. Okay, so you don't think that you were duped by fake Damar in the locker room when you saw him? Let's just get that out there.
I don't think so. If it is,
I don't think so.
I don't think so. This is Josh Allen, quarterback of the.
But then
this nigga said, "I don't think so."
But even saying if it
not
is
a definitive,
Like
Not a
you don't know your
definitive answer.
people. You don't know your people. Like if it is, what are you talking about?
That means
I'm
he's
like, yeah,
basically saying
my
some of
people.
that shit
That's
look.
my nigga right
He
there.
basically saying some of that shit look a little fishy. Like,
To him,
I don't think so.
Exactly.
And he's known this dude. He's played and been in the locker room with him.
Exactly.
Like, come on,
What was
man.
the trophy fish? What was the trophy fish line
Hey,
about? What was that about?
I think that was the greatest evidence of everything we just watched.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That
Like,
boy
come
was
on,
lost.
yo.
Like,
Yeah. What
think
was
that
the
nigga-
trophy fish line? That was weird. What was he talking about?
He's probably really talking about fishing.
Oh.
He from like what? Nah, he from Cali.
But honestly, and you know what's crazy though? Like even like that night that it actually happened, did you get the sense that like they were like it was like the media
Overly
and
theatric.
like they made it really dark. Like they like quickly. It was like it turned and then like it was like it was just like all of a sudden like I felt like I don't know if I would have had the TV on mute, I would have been better off. But like the way they was
Exactly.
talking,
That's a great
I was like, damn, I was
that's
like,
exactly what the fuck it
I was
was.
getting
Though.
caught up in the shit. Like I felt
The
like
mood of that
look.
game was so weird.
You right though, Brian, because it was almost like if you was listening on mute, it would have happened. You'd be like, all right, it's fucked up. Somebody's hurt. Okay, hopefully he makes it through. But the media was like, let's play the violins for this nigga. Like,
that
you know what I'm saying?
crazy.
And it's like,
damn.
Yeah, but that's exactly what it was. But it almost like they were forcing you that you need to feel as sad as I'm trying to be right now on TV. I want y'all niggas to be as sad and fucked up over this as I'm trying to appear. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I came across.
Yes.
You know?
And like I did a little digging. I seen this little thing and I said, hold up. The ambulance that came out on the joint, they said that wasn't even a real ambulance truck. They said that joint pretty much got spray painted. It was pretty much a U-Haul.
They ran the tags on it. On it. It came back a whole different make and model.
Yeah.
Hey, but look though, right? The picture with Damar Hamlin inside the hospital when he was doing the little heart joint, he had that blue shirt on. If in the background, none of those little monitors was on. None of the monitors was on. All them shits was fucking dark, black, blank.
After this nigga was
sitting there like this.
comatose.
He was sitting there like this with the joint. His mom and dad sitting there. Mom and dad both got face masks on, but yet nothing is on in the background. Not a single monitor. The heart shit that they had connected to him, none of that shit was on.
I'm sorry, but I and I'm not a medical expert by any means, but I just find it hard to believe that someone who was lifeless for minutes, loss of oxygen to the brain, can cause catastrophic stuff to happen instantaneously when that happens. For this dude to, how many days later? A week?
Like 5 days later, he was out of the hospital.
Like 5 days later, be up in the booth.
That's crazy.
Throwing up signs.
Throwing up the Illuminati.
Like, wait, what? Like, no, that's not how that's supposed to happen. But
no, that was probably like a little bit after because they had
anything is possible through the powers of the Baphomet.
But the thing with the Baphomet is all deception, is all illusion, it's magic. You know what I'm saying? It's not real. You know,
all illusion.
It's all a performance. You know.
I remember when they was posting the shit, and it was like nurses and shit comment. It was like, this setup really don't look right.
Because the thing with me when it originally went down, it was like, why do I feel like these niggas is trying to make me sad? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not necessarily saying that I don't feel empathy for the situation, but I feel like the media is like, you niggas need to be as sad as you possibly can right now. We're gonna make you. We're all sad. Yeah. We're all depressed over this, and you need to be sad and depressed too. And it's like, when the media comes across like they're trying to make you feel a certain emotion, that tells me we're being manipulated.
It felt like they were showing us a scene from Ukraine.
Propaganda shit.
Yeah. Because they're trying to force the emotion on you. That's what makes it seem like it's fake. You know what I'm saying?
Like, think about it. Think about 9/11, Ukraine, and shit like this. Anytime some shit that it's a cover-up type shit, it's all about togetherness. Everybody throw your threes up. It's all for the three. We're doing it for the three. We are three.
Yeah,
Hey, yo,
donate that
And
money.
you just
We
feeding
need that
into that
money.
energy. You just
Hey,
feeding the energy that they want you to feed.
But
hey,
but
niggas
see,
is
that's what they
cooking
do.
tonight. Hey, young, everybody on point tonight. I just want to say that niggas is cooking. But go ahead, yo. You
Yeah,
right though. You right.
like, and bruh, the deception with it all is just like you gotta think. Kids are really out here trying to make it to that next level. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Of whatever.
Yep.
I don't care if the next level of entertainment.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, where's the warnings and where's the like? Even if you not with the shits, but where's the warnings with all the pressure, like that? All this bullshit gonna come with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm pretty sure whatever the
But
reason of the cause of him falling out, whatever the reason is, I'm pretty sure he didn't see that in his future. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure he didn't see himself walking to that fucking stadium either, throwing up a heart.
It wasn't scripted. It wasn't. It wasn't
That's what I was about to say, bro. Like,
You know what I'm saying? I mean, but see, he probably did. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's unfortunate because these kids, it's kids out here that's poor, like damn. But then when they get there, like, hold up, this shit is on the back of a toilet paper note. Like, what?
Hey, but what if it was a whole? What if the whole thing was just a ritual? Like, what if we just, like you said, the people throwing up the threes? Like, it was like we're just feeding the beast. We're just
'Cause that-
feeding whatever it is that they want us to feed. It's like, oh,
No, that's what
let's get
that's the
everybody
point.
in.
I mean, that's
get
the point.
That's what
everybody in the
Lighthouse was
country to
saying.
feel.
Yeah.
Let's lower the frequency. What better way to lower the frequency of the
But that's
entire
literally-
country on Monday night? Right where you want it.
Because that's the stage.
Right where you want it.
Monday Night Football is the
Right where you
perfect
want
place
it.
for that to happen.
I
Everybody
guarantee
watching.
you, if you could have like somehow calculated
was a full
the
moon.
frequency level of human beings in the United States that night, I guarantee you would have seen a significant drop.
No, real talk, dog.
Easy.
Like I feel like
because of the way that they did that shit.
Yeah.
I agree.
They're energy vampires at heart anyway. So
That's
that's
what the
what
media
that's
is,
what
in
yeah,
general.
that's exactly
Exactly.
what they want to do. And I felt like
Exactly.
that shit was like that though. You right. Now that I really think about it, I felt like shit. I was like, damn. And then but that's how that's the mind fuck. Because then when you see him again and he's throwing up these things, you're like, oh, he's okay, he's better. Blah blah blah.
But
so
you
you're
know what?
giving him your energy. You're probably giving him your love, your positive. You know your higher frequency, and he's just reeling you right in.
But you know what
taking that
fucks us
shit.
up? You know what fucks
Yeah.
us up though? You know what fucks us up, right? Is that it's like that aspect of right. It's like, all right, logically, from a logical perspective, it's like, all right, this shit seemed like bullshit, right? But then at the same time, I don't want to be insensitive. I don't want to be like a bad person who watched a man nearly lose his life and say that's fake. So I'm going to try to play into what Booger McFarlane seems so sad. I gotta play into it because Booger McFarlane seems so fucked up over this. I should be fucked up over this.
Blowing the shit out of me.
Every aspect is, but all of that, every aspect of it is a part of the program. Like you
Exactly.
cannot
It's
win.
programming. Listen to me.
Yeah.
Look, you're right though, boy. Look. Your programming is like, nigga, your consciousness, your instinct is like, this seems like bullshit. But the programming said I need to be sad right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's what be fucking niggas up. Even to the point where we can all have this conversation, but there's a lot of niggas who be afraid to have this conversation because like I don't want to be insensitive. I don't want to seem like I don't give a fuck. And that's the trap. You know what I'm saying? So then when you watch the Monday night game, you see how fucked up Adam Schefter was. You see how fucked up Booger McFarlane was. You're like, oh man, look how I don't want to seem less humane.
Now you're right.
I don't want to seem less humane than Adam Schefter. Look, Adam Schefter almost cried. I don't want to seem less of a human than him. You know, and that's how they get you. You know, and then you be afraid to question shit because you don't want to be a bad person.
Yep.
Instead of just being yourself. Damn.
Just be yourself.
That's what I was gonna say too.
Booger's first name is
Anthony. I think it's Anthony McFarlane. I think.
Call this motherfucker Booger. I be mad.
That's the worst.
But you know what's funny though? Let's say hypothetically, let's say NFL could come out tomorrow and be like, yeah, all the shit is scripted, right? Niggas wouldn't give a fuck.
No one's gonna give a
Niggas
damn.
would not give
Look,
a fuck.
hey,
The same way
You're right.
that niggas found out that wrestling, we know wrestling is
man.
fake. It's still a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Hey, Brian, you're on point. But guess what? Better example. Nike, Adidas showed us exactly what the fuck they think about it. Niggas is still wearing fucking Nike and Adidas every day. And that don't matter. Like nigga, that was the moment where I said, you know what? Don't nobody give a fuck as much as they say they do. You want me to tell me niggas gonna stop wearing Nike for Kyrie? Fuck that nigga. Like, come on, man. Let's be real. Like, let's be real. All y'all niggas fighting for a cause. Okay, stop wearing Nike, bro. Stop wearing Nike. Like, let's see how real you are. Like, come on, let's be real.
I can't wear my Nikes.
I'm still copping.
Yeah, that's some real ass shit though.
Hey, and guess because niggas don't want to believe. Niggas don't want to believe. They want to be able to. Niggas like waking up on Sundays,
like
watching the football team. You know what I'm saying? They like even if we even if we knew this shit was fake, they I like
we'll
you know what I'm saying? They don't care.
A fucking team.
Hey, at the end of the day, niggas like to play the middle. They were like, nigga, fuck this oppression, but goddamn it, I love my Nike, I love my Adidas, and I love the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Niggas want to play the middle. You know what I'm saying? Niggas want to play the middle. Let's be real. And that's why nothing ever changes. Because we love
everything.
We love the lust. We love the desires that the society has built from us. And we don't want to let them go. But at the same time, we want to be a good people. So we're going to say fuck police brutality. We're going to say fuck Donald Trump. Whatever the fuck that we think is an issue towards us, we're going to go wholeheartedly against that. But we also going to support the motherfuckers who don't fuck with us. Nike straight up saying, y'all niggas is niggas and y'all can be nothing but niggas. They straight up saying that.
We're using you for the check.
Nike said, y'all niggas is niggas and can't be nothing but niggas.
And you know what? All in all, you know what you're saying? No matter which way you go, no matter how you do it, no matter how we think, all we want to do is try to fit in. You feel what I'm saying?
And you know what's so crazy? The DMV is such a perfect example of that because that's what that Nike Boots song was about with Wale. That's what that song was about. You know what I'm saying?
Smaller version of
it's the same
version.
shit. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, niggas will at the end of the day, niggas will only believe in what they want to believe in. And that's typically the reality where their ego is always stroked.
When they feel comfortable. Exactly.
Every single time.
Exactly. Bars.
Every single time.
Exactly. And that's all it is at the end of the day. And to be honest with you, 99% of humans move that way.
But how come it's not only me, but how come like us, everybody on this whole show, we feel like, damn, they throwing glass at those kids. Let's get them to stop throwing glass at those kids. You feel what I'm saying? And because basically what I'm saying is we see the issue, we see these problems, and it's not like, all right, we just about to go to bed. Fuck no.
I got you.
Like,
you
no, like, but
that
everybody
glass,
else.
cool, that glass is cool. That's some cool ass. That's some sexy glass. You know what I'm saying?
People that aren't challenged are comfortable not being challenged. People that don't have to face the reality of those things. That I don't know. What was I?
Take your time.
Not everybody's ready for it. Honestly, I feel like people do know and understand what's going on out here, but they're like afraid of themselves, like of the truth behind the shit, like what they'll keep finding and like what they'll unravel and like what they'll become knowing these things.
That should be funny.
I feel like that's why they be.
No, you're right, Phil. But what it is that niggas is like, all right, if I don't go along with the script, if I don't go along with the game, what do? Who am I? What's my purpose?
Too, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So niggas hold on to the lies because they get feel comfortable because the lie. It's almost like, all right, like I said, we know wrestling is fake. We know these holidays is bullshit, but we still celebrate them, right? You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, that's why I say they're afraid of that because they know what's on the end of that spectrum, the bullshit and everything else. They know how to gauge through that. They be doing that their whole life. They don't know how to gauge with facts of different realities and like understanding like different levels of what is
let me
really.
ask y'all
This is what I'm saying. Hold on. Let me just make this one point. Don't forget what you about to say. I just want to make this whole point. I feel like the problem is that what happens when the 25th comes around and you decide that you ain't gonna participate in this because bullshit, and everybody else around you was celebrating Christmas, everybody was Christmas shopping, everybody's buying gifts for your kids, and you like, nah, I ain't gonna be a part of this. I feel like that's the shit right there. You know what I'm saying? That's it right there. The fear of not being a part. You know what I'm saying? Like you saying earlier, Boo Boy, everybody want to fit in. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the
So
day.
what you just said is perfect for the question that I'm about to ask. Do y'all feel that illusion of choice plays a big factor in that?
What you mean? Illusion of choice. What you mean by that?
Like how
Your
everybody
lifestyle?
think, oh, I'm free, so I can go and do whatever I want. When and ultimately, no, you're actually doing the same thing everybody else.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Oh.
You get what I'm saying?
I think even we as adults, you know, and that's just me personally, I think that's why we gotta have faith in God, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, look at your children, right? If you give your children too many options, they gonna make the wrong decision, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you it's almost like too much exposure is a bad thing. It's like too many options is a bad thing. It causes confusion. You don't know what you want, you don't know what to do. You know, so it's the same thing. It's like kind of like if you just have a direction, a purpose, and you just focus on that and you just go in that direction, that eliminates a lot of confusion. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense, but
no, I do.
No, it does. It does, because with the direction and everything and all the levels, like you'll mature through that with the direction that you're going in, you know, so you'll be able to digest the things you have to keep elevating, you know, for the next level. I feel like a lot of people get stuck though. They don't want to keep fine-tuning themselves, or like I said, they get afraid of this shit. It's so comfortable in this shit.
I feel like people peak at certain like I have a boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm 18, I have a boyfriend. I'm speaking as a girl, you know what I'm saying? But I have a boyfriend and you know, like the feeling of having a boyfriend, I like it to do something for someone, to clean up, or someone clean up to do for me. Oh, that relationship ended. So now I'm content to that feeling. So now I gotta go find that shit some more. You know what I'm saying? Until I keep looking and searching. But then, like, damn, you just hit like 19 cousins.
And that's what I'm saying. And didn't learn one lesson within all that shit, and you were supposed to. That was the whole reason. You only got you may have got this time, this energy, this whatever from this certain person for you to learn some shit to be better on the next. But you still chasing you're still fulfilling yourself with the same shit. So like it's the same program. It's nothing. It's that 666 shit.
Selective programming.
And it's funny that you use the example of a woman, because they're easily stimulated off the material shit, just like you were saying. And like that's like the situations these days. A woman gets out the relationship and they're like not even healed, nothing's digested of like the last relationship. They're already trying to get to the
Phil,
next.
y'all.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to utilize more time to eliminate what just happened, but to like try to still be forward thinking, man. That's like backwards. That's so backwards.
True.
But that shit happens all the time.
Yeah.
All right, so to sidestep, this topic to a similar topic, y'all talking about illusion of choice and all that shit. And in the news this week, your boy Arian Foster came out his mouth and said that the NFL is scripted. Now, Larry Johnson, I fuck with Larry Johnson. I don't fuck with everything everybody say, I don't think you should. It's like, that whole what we be talking about, like you ain't gotta agree with everything Trump say, you ain't gotta agree with everything Obama say, you ain't gotta agree with everything Alex Jones say, you ain't gotta agree with everything anybody say. But I don't know. Personally, I think this is one of those foolish like conspiracies. Like there's no way you can get niggas all on board to follow a script. Like y'all niggas can't even fucking
before we start taping
all starts.
Arian was telling me about how the NFL is rigged and how every year he used to get a script.
Yeah.
Day one of training camp that would get dropped off at his locker. And you would have to, it was like week 1, you'll do this. Week 2, you're going to have a hamstring injury. Week 3, this is going to happen.
Yeah.
Week 4, you're going to get 3 touchdowns. And so then you just have to, did you memorize those before the season started? Or would you go and rehearse the script before every game?
We're really dedicated to it, so it was more so like that's what practice was about. It was about practicing the script. Like, this is what goes on, and this is what we have to do in order to. Yeah.
And this referee is going to miss this call
Yeah,
because
we
they
knew.
hate you
Yeah.
and they love the Colts,
Yeah,
that
it's
sort
like,
of thing.
WWF, so it's like,
Yeah.
we know what's going to happen, but you still got to put on a show.
Yeah.
What did you think when you got the script in 2016 that said your career was going to fall off a cliff when you stopped believing in God?
Oh shit!
That was 2015.
Yeah.
I ain't hear that part.
He came ready.
Aaron was telling me about how the
He came ready. He must have been a Texas fan.
Well, you like you said you can't believe that. Let's say
I don't believe that
you
shit.
can't.
I'm sorry.
I don't believe the fact.
I like
that
conspiracies,
the
and we could
NFL
go in
itself-
on other wild conspiracies after this, but I cannot believe that the NFL is a script and it runs like WWF. I do believe Vegas have their hand in the pot with certain players, certain referees at certain times,
Yeah,
but to
exactly.
get
And that's
11
what I'm
players on the same page when y'all motherfuckers can't get off the line and create
Exactly.
separation and shit like that.
Hey, bro.
I don't believe that shit.
And even think about it like this too, like.
Ain't no way that nigga on the Cowboys missed 4 extra points.
That's what I'm saying. Too. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
That's
That's what I'm saying.
point shaving.
Certain
Real
players
talk.
can be bought.
Exactly.
That's 12 points right there, bro.
Yeah,
And I
12
think
points.
You can
it
be
has to
approached
be-
at certain different, but to get a whole and that's the only way I think you can actually influence a game is you have to have like 1 or 2 people in on it. You can't have 11
The whole
people.
team.
It's just gonna look crazy. Like, it's
Yeah,
not-
that's what I'm saying. Like you,
Yeah.
you
How many
have to
times-
be players that have a direct impact on the game.
Yeah,
Exactly.
or even like
a kicker.
Like a
Exactly.
kicker.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
or a quarterback. How Pat Mahomes clearly threw that
Yes.
fucking Super Bowl.
We
with
saw
Tom
that.
Brady. Yeah.
That was on purpose. It was
Or
obvious.
even
as day.
if you watch that Cincinnati and the Bills in the snow, Josh Allen was blitzed every down. The offense coordinator did nothing to help this man. So it could be like that. Like the offense coordinator did nothing to help him. He was running for his life. It was literally him and nobody else.
Up in the booth as well.
Yeah, it had to be. It
I
had
think-
to be.
I feel
They
like
did nothing to change.
I feel like certain organizations, those organizations who, during the early years of the American Football League and the National Football League, those who were basically fighting over TV time. You know what I'm saying? Those who got their TV time early, Dallas Cowboys, San Francisco, those big teams, I feel like they do have some of those type scripts in this. Even Washington's Skins, because we were supposed to get it over Dallas.
Hold on, wait. You I think it's a difference though, because like a script, he talking about like gameplay script. I think what you're talking about is like pageantry, as far as like outside of the game type shit.
Nah, I'm talking, but it started there. That's what I'm saying. I think those who had the upper hand, now that they're deeper in it, it's like, oh yeah, we can have these plants in there, like Washington. Nah, yeah, tell me he wasn't on the line. Throw that flag. You get what I'm saying? Because you remember how they called the flag when he was. They said he wasn't on the line.
Nigga, we got jobbed, but whatever.
But yeah, that's a ref though. So,
but it's all the same thing. It's all a part of the same thing.
But what Aaron Foster's saying is like we're practicing, like we're having rehearsal of what we're going to run, how it's going to play, who's going to miss the tackle, who's going to get injured in the fourth week of the he's tripping. That nigga has CTE.
It's too fast. The sport is too fast for those type of things. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, they do always practice in shorts.
I mean, I could see a situation where let's say a select amount of people, players across the league were given a script. Let's say 30 players, right?
Yeah, man. Like he said,
30 players. And let's say those 30
Yeah.
players, they are bound to this contract that they now have, and it's just like, all right, if you do this, this is how it's going to go. But I think the issue that sometimes they probably run into an issue where what if a player that's trying to follow the script and be with it get hurt because he's trying to follow the script, and now all of a sudden now this nigga's hurt, and let's say he injures himself for his career, right? So what the fuck do you do at that point? You know, the script is fucked.
No, you're right. And my
You
whole
know?
thing is, yeah, like you said, have you ever tried to rehearse something with more than 3 people before?
It's
That shit takes
difficult as fuck.
forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, for one
There's
thing.
no way.
For one
Not when you're
thing.
a
Motherfuckers
professional,
can't
though.
even have. Nah, I don't know. You still can't have that focus on the same record. That's like movie
And
shit
you
still,
getting
and that
paid
takes a lot of
50.
time though.
But listen, I'm
Bro.
prepping you for it in college.
Saying they all
No.
actors now.
No. Ain't no fucking way, bro. There's no.
Mm.
This is a conspiracy I will never get into.
So you getting fine-tuned in college to be a professional actor.
No, bro. No.
And they pick you based upon your performance.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Before you get to the league and shit. Hey,
Because actors still have fucking gag reels and behind the scene footage and spoilers and shit like that. Where's the NFL Jones? Like, there's no gag reel. There's no fucking I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? There's none of that shit.
Mic'd up.
Bloopers and shit like that. They don't have bloopers.
But they
I
can't.
don't know.
They can't have that. If they have it, then the gag's up.
Exactly. Boy, shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody believing this shit. You try to sell me this shit. You fucking
That's like they say Michael Jackson, this is Janet Jackson. Nobody
Hey,
believes
listen,
that shit.
I'm gonna tell you like
hold on. All right, this the time to what's a wild conspiracy like y'all just can't get with, like, because that's what I'm saying. This was the whole point of this episode. And let me reiterate this shit, because this whole like Project Veritas shit, and they're like a outsourced intelligence agency, and maybe they're fucking muddy in the water of like what's really going on as far as like the vaccine shit. So I feel like in the conspiracy community, this shit's been hijacked, especially you watch like the past 2 years with the fucking QAnon shit.
Yeah.
It's got a whole bunch of dumb fucking blind leading the blind
Anything,
type shit. Yeah. And so they roping in anything that's conspiracy and saying, oh, y'all motherfuckers are crazy as shit. So what's the conspiracy that y'all came across and y'all was like, okay, these motherfuckers are tripping. They're giving us a bad name.
Well, I will say I won't even necessarily say it's a conspiracy, but I think I've said this before on the podcast. When that "I Stay Woke" song came out, I was like, "Oh, they watering this consciousness shit down."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
when I first heard that song, I'm like, "Oh, they about to make this consciousness woke." You know what I'm saying? Shit mainstream, and through them making it mainstream, it's going to get watered down, and that's what the fuck happened. You know? I think that song "I Stay Woke," one of those, or what's the actual name of the song?
You talking about the jump with
Charles Gambino.
Yeah.
That when that song came out, and I was like, "Oh, this song was a hit," and he's talking about how I stay woke. I was like, "Oh, they about to water this consciousness shit all the way down." So that was the moment when I started seeing that shit.
And he wore like an Illuminati jacket at Met Gala.
Yep, I seen him do a whole bunch of.
yeah.
He threw up the Baphomet shit too and everything. Like
Yeah.
he on that.
Sounds about right.
He on that. Then it got to him. But that's why I be looking at now, like people that's like celebrity or like even on their way up. I try to see like if they have like a family member fall off or like somebody close to them get taken out.
No, what's specific conspiracy? Like I seen motherfuckers say birds aren't real.
Oh,
I'm dead ass.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So
listen. There's something going around right now that's saying that Will Smith is Tyler Perry.
Yep.
Yes.
Seen that.
You seen that shit?
Yes.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, that's
You
shit.
like
Oh,
Tyler
no.
How?
Joe Biden is being played right now by Jim Carrey because they got the same earlobe.
That'll be lit as shit. That'll be funny as shit. What he just ripped the mask off? That'll be funny as shit.
But you know what's so crazy? As much as it sounds crazy, but I wouldn't be surprised. So, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, these actors are like the biggest mother. You know what I'm saying? Like actors are actors. You know,
they're the gateway, man.
It's not by coincidence. You know, somebody like Arnold Schwarzenegger will become a politician. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
You know,
They're
Ronald
literally
Reagan.
like the gatekeeper.
Ronald Reagan was an actor at a point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
The Zelensky
They're the
nigga was a
gatekeeper, man.
fucking actor.
Yeah.
Goddamn
Oh, yeah, he
Ukrainian
was.
motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what
I'm gonna say it now.
I don't know.
I think
But he was an actor in a show that he played the Ukrainian president.
Yeah.
It was like, huh?
That's crazy.
That's a fucking
And
script.
I say it right now, young. I think JJ Watt is 100% going into politics when his career is over, and I think this is scripted. I think he plays the American hero. He did his shit with the what was it, the whatever disaster that was happening in Houston, and he
Hurricane,
was over
something.
there. Exactly. So the nigga is an American hero. Let's be real. JJ Watt looks like an American hero, and he's going into politics, though. And he looks like, but yeah, exactly. Exactly, man. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, don't be surprised if he becomes a governor or senator or some shit within the next 10 years.
I don't mean to jump backwards, but
I'm with you.
I don't mean to jump backwards, but y'all remember the Chargers game, right? Remember when Bosa was going crazy because he kept saying he's jumping, and if you was watching the game, that fucking offensive tackle jumped every play. Every play he fucking jumped. Because I was over here saying he jumped. And then I noticed him talking about Bosa. So if he's saying it and he went to the official, what if he one of the people who don't got a script? You get what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Not everybody can be in on it. So Aaron Foster's tripping.
Stamp. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, nah, you can't have it. Can't be the whole the whole squad.
It's like you said, it's
because they're gonna be like, man, my part not good enough, man. I'm gonna fuck it up.
Oh, niggas don't want me to catch it.
But that goes back to the whole idea of the concept of monarch athletes. These, like, a lot of these athletes are created players. Like, they've been trained to be who they are from the moment they came out the womb. You know what I'm saying? True. So like, let's use ODB as an example. ODB could be one of these niggas, right? You know what I'm saying? And then we're sitting there watching the games, and he might have, like, Sterling Sharp may not be, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like you saying, it makes all the fucking sense in the world. Every like some, and I know I'm jumping all over the place, but I feel like some of these guys have a purpose, right? So this is my point. You ever notice how some athletes may not see their peak as an athlete, but they're always in the media? So a perfect example of what I'm talking about is Amon Shumpert, right? Amon Shumpert was a McDonald's All-American, right? But this nigga, it never really turned out to be an all-time great player, but he was always on teams that was in the finals. He was always on teams with a lot of visibility, New York Knicks, Cleveland Cavaliers, right? Yep. And then who he married? Another creative player, fucking, what's his wife's name? Tiana Taylor. She was on, what was she on? She was on Team. Exactly, which means that she's a child of the industry. Right. So why is Amon Shumpert constantly on the fucking internet? Why is his opinion constantly being shared? Why am I constantly seeing this nigga in interviews, even though he really wasn't that nice? He really
he
wasn't that great.
He prided himself on defense.
So the point I'm trying to say is, at the end of the day, right? You gotta think about it. Like, it's like there's certain guys, I feel like it's like we have monarch athletes, creative players. They may not live up to the projection of their athletic ability, but they're still, useful. We created this nigga. So you're going to marry an R&B chick and you're going to do a lot of interviews and give your opinion. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, it just seems kind of weird how certain guys seem to always be relevant. Even though their productivity.
Odell was in that new house party too, and we ain't seen this nigga play in like 2 years.
Well, anybody that was in that shit is affiliated.
Yeah, everybody.
I ain't see it, but I believe y'all. I ain't see it, but I believe y'all though.
I just seen like the previews. I seen a few clips of that shit, and like,
you should watch
Hey, yeah. Hey, but that movie, I'm sure that movie gonna be wild. But that fucking those people over there, whatever that shit, that little joint with Jonah Hill, that shit was wild. They was violated. They was violating that whole shit.
That shit. And that's why I want to watch it. Though.
I was just like, all right, what is this?
I was ready to turn that joint off early, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sit through this shit. I'm gonna sit through it. But
I was like,
nigga,
bro.
I did it for Nip.
Nah, man. Because you know how Hollywood, that's what they want to do. They want to push the envelope of that shit, especially like, man.
I mean, they wasn't even that. They wasn't a minute into the movie.
I know.
Hey, that opening scene when the girl was talking to Jonah Hill and shit, like I was like, oh, they letting us know what they want. Black
right?
people
That's what I said.
That was like, oh, they telling us the future of our community right now.
What
Like,
are you
yo,
talking about? What's the name? Okay.
I was
And
like,
then,
come on.
when that movie started, it was like, oh yeah, we're going to tell you what the future of the black community is.
Bro,
And
that's
this
why
is
I
it
cringe
right
on
here.
shit like that.
I was
watch
like,
that shit.
wow.
I
The
know
whole
it
shit was
is, too.
cringy.
And
Like-
what made it funny though was how Lauren London was like supposed to be playing like this black girl, like this around the way chick, but like the real life Lauren London is like a privileged Jewish girl. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And no one knows that, right? She's the privileged Jewish girl who went down to the hood to hang around with it.
Yep.
She wanted to be around the chaos. She didn't have
Exactly.
to be. She just wanted to be. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? I almost felt like, yeah.
No, look at her whole paper trail though. You right. Then even like the Lil Wayne shit. I remember when she was dating him. I was like, "Where's she from?" That's when I did my research on her, all that shit.
Young, she
ATL,
was
her whole character was
yeah.
like her whole makeup based off of that shit.
Bruh, she might as well be motherfucking Malika Andrews or some shit. You know what I'm saying? That's who she is. She Malika Andrews. That's who the fuck she is. You know, like come on. And then she started hanging around with Nipsey, and y'all was like, "Oh, nah, she just one of us." Like, nah, not really. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, he brought her. Yeah, I feel you though.
Oh, this is another
no.
wild conspiracy I seen. And I'm gonna start commenting on nigga shit. Like I'm gonna start holding motherfuckers accountable.
Look at
They
them
saying
good.
Egypt is fucking fake.
Look at this.
They said Egypt is fake.
They are putting Egypt together. Look at him sawing. But what is he sawing? Check out this face right here. This guy's is filming this. Check this out. Look,
Why they keep showing noses when the Sphinx don't have noses?
they're carrying the face.
No, that's not.
They're putting the Egyptian faces on. This is
For you dumb niggas, that's the Abu symbol, and I researched this shit because this is on the murder of the Nile. They moved that shit from a different site in the 60s, and they documented this shit. And this nigga just took that shit and saying, "Oh, Egypt is man-made because black people are originally from America."
You gotta do your research.
And that ain't even how,
You gotta do
how
your
all
just
that
read,
shit went down.
Just read a little bit.
But every joint had a nose on it. Like
it's crazy.
But
not all of them.
Didn't
have noses though.
And that wasn't even like
they went around knocking the noses off though.
But that wasn't even Europeans, bro. That wasn't even Europeans. That was like the new Egyptians that moved in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's when they was taking over. When they came and took over. Well, not Egypt, but ancient Egypt. AKA
Right. Yeah.
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 And
But that's what I'm saying.
It was
like
like
what he
one-
was saying was irrelevant. Like
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, you gotta do. That's why, like you said, you gotta do your own research. You can't just go off.
Because people just want to be so right, and that should just kill them every time. It's like, oh, my stance is, it's the rightest.
Exactly. People feel like their opinion is it.
But see, even with the whole Kyrie thing though, because they said like he's tied in with the higher ups and all of that, even with his number 11.
Have you seen his tattoos?
Nah.
Yeah.
His tattoos, like,
and all
he
that?
got all that shit on him.
Yeah.
What the Iharu?
You know what I'm saying? All his he got a lot of like symbolism. Like if you just look at his just type in Kyrie tattoos, you'll see all this shit.
He got him on the sneakers and everything.
I think Kyrie was just exposed to a lot of shit, and like it was influencing him, and he just started tatting that shit.
I think Kyrie is controlled opposition, just like I think Kanye is controlled opposition, in my opinion. You know?
I would think,
but that's what I'm saying.
Kyrie.
I feel like after all this time, yeah, Kyrie.
I don't know. At least Kyrie actually stood for something and didn't fold.
I know why. That's why I think he
even though he's still trying to play in the NBA, it's just like I don't know.
I feel like
what
that's
you
the
mean
politics.
he didn't fold? What you mean?
The whole vaccine shit. He ain't fold. He ain't fold. Even though he was still pressed to play in the NBA, he just could have walked away.
Yeah.
I mean, I put it like
guess,
this. I think that like somebody like Kyrie is like, put it like this. I think the powers that be know that there's, a lot of black men who think, you know what I'm saying? So it's like Kanye is like, not Kyrie, Kanye too, are like the barometers for that. So it's like, all right, let's let Kanye or Kyrie say some shit that, because, the internet kind of gives niggas up, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, Kanye, Kyrie, y'all give y'all opinions on this and let's see how these niggas respond to it.
Hey,
you
listen,
know what I'm saying?
If Martin Luther King could be an agent, I don't push past not a goddamn soul.
There you go.
that's how I look at it. That's pretty much.
I think sometimes we be wanting to believe that these celebrities are heroes. These niggas is getting paid. These niggas is getting paid by the same motherfuckers who be lying to us every day.
You have to wake up to that reality.
They're getting paid by the same people who are manipulating us every day. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. They're being paid by the same people who are lying to us every day. So no disrespect against the celebrities, but bruh, if it's on the television, it's not for your fucking benefit.
And those same people took out the black leaders who were not entertainers but actual activists, and
exactly
they just gave us entertainers to be like, oh yeah,
But look, right? It's Black History Month, right? I'm on Hulu or HBO Max. I don't know what the fuck. Well, either one of them choice. I turn on and say Black History Month. It says Black History Month. I had a picture of 4 people, all fucking entertainers. Not no fucking intellects, nothing. All actors and actresses, nigga. And what are actors and actresses? Pretenders.
It's funny
and
you say that.
That's actually why I've never been to. No disrespect. I pay homage to all of those who come before us, all of those entertainers who've done, who reached those milestones. But I haven't been to the African American History Museum yet because from what I hear,
that shit's like an IKEA museum.
It's all got all this, all this shit. I'd be like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, how is that history? What are you talking about? Yeah, it got the R&B artists in there. I'm like, what the fuck? What is that?
Yeah. So that's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, where that?
Oh, one time.
There you go. Thank you. Hey,
I just told you.
This might be the greatest episode.
They call leaders. Yes. This included Lena Horne. This included Dick Gregory, and this included comedians, comics, trumpet players, baseball players. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer or a trumpet player is a white leader. These aren't leaders. These are puppets and clowns that have been set up over the white community and over the black community by the white community and have been made celebrities and usually say exactly what they know that the white man wants to hear.
It's all happening today. That shit ain't never stopped.
That's what I'm saying.
That shit has never stopped.
Just kept, the program just kept going, dog. That's all it is.
It just kept evolving, bro.
Yeah,
you think about it. Who? All right. Let's be real.
This is
it was at the
did.
welcome screen.
They sprinkled some crack on it. That's what they did.
Look what popped up right after it though, and it'll let you know like these are the clowns. Why is he so inclined to speak at every tragedy? Why is Benjamin Crump inclined to speak at every tragedy?
And he be the first one.
Yeah.
But he's an energy vampire, just like you said. That's the energy he steals. He at every funeral, anytime all that shit happens. You never see this motherfucker.
First in line.
Yeah. Swear to God, preach.
Miss nothing. That nigga don't miss shit. Am I lying?
No, you're not.
Any black, listen to me. Any black tragedy you see that's being pushed in the mainstream media, and you watch the parents give a speech, Benjamin Crump is standing right behind them niggas. Like it don't matter. It's Trayvon Martin. Go through the list. Benjamin Crump be right there every time.
Looking like the Green
Mile. Al Sharpton or Jesse or fucking
Nah, he's Boulay.
Yeah, but he be right there. Like nigga, I promise you type black tragedy Benjamin Crump, and that nigga has a picture with everybody daddy, everybody mama. You know what I'm saying?
And Reverend Sharpton is an FBI. He was a FBI informant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're right, man. Like you said, it's all programming, and this shit
So
has been
obviously
from a minute ago.
they will want us as black people to look at an FBI informant as a leader, Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, whoever else you want to throw in the mix. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
of course,
yeah.
because remember, this television was not created by our people. You know what I'm saying? So you can't trust shit that this television delivers to you. Nigga. Yo, like, think about that. Your enemy, right? Like, all right, but hold on. Let's be real. Look at the condition of black people in America, right? We all watch the same TV, right? Why the fuck do you think that the programming, the shit that they push on this television is in your best interest if you see the state of black people in America right now? Right? Think about that shit. The shit that we embrace and we call our culture is not being projected by us. You know what I'm saying?
At all.
So we need to reject all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's an act of war. Like, nigga, listen to me. But it never stops, nigga. It's warfare every day. You fucking wake up and put your pants on and go to work. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like, nigga, some of these artists are fucking bombs against the black community, right? You know what I'm saying? Certain rappers, bombs against the black community. Certain singers, bombs against the black community.
Yeah.
And we be like, nah, but they keep it real. That's us. Like, she just so authentic. Like, he just keep it real. That's us. Like, no, and that's like I said, black people didn't decide to put that motherfucker on TV. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I be trying to say. Like, the whole hijacking of, you know, truth narrative or conspiracy shit, because everything's conspiracy, but the truth narrative, it takes away from the real fucking issues. Like, all this fucking goof shit that's happening on right now, like all these fucking talking about Egypt is fake and all that shit, it take away from real fucking issues, how there's a war against the people here.
Yes,
nigga.
The spirit.
Like you said, this shit's been happening, nigga. Like this, the programming has been happening. Like we technically just getting off the main menu.
But you guys think the wording, even with the wording, like this is a program, like a TV program, right? That programs you, and it has channels that channels all your
different
emotions
frequencies.
and shit. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So like, so even like the language
channels.
Yeah, like all of that shit. It's literally telling you what the fuck is happening and what's really going on
and how to feel.
But because we tie it in with just being comfortable, it's like you don't
we're just walking around doped up. Just doped up off of
great way.
I feel like we turned into the new robot though. Like they're extracting all the information from us now, and like we're becoming numb and like, you know, comfortable with the advancements of technology and shit. We really losing that element, man. Like y'all are saying, motherfuckers is lazy, don't think.
But that's what it is, though.
It's just about the entertainment and the popularity shit.
Look, this is a jack off society. You know what I'm saying? It's like we just, you know, and when I mean jack off society, is like you just do whatever you gotta do for dopamine, even if it's a fucking lie. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it makes me feel good. You know what I'm saying? So we don't produce, you know what I'm saying? It's not about production. It's not about creativity. It's about what makes me feel comfortable. And a lot of the shit that we do on a day-to-day basis, even the so-called culture that we, you know, engage in, is just because we comfortable with the shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, like I said earlier, I don't have no sense of identity without the culture. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who I am without the culture. So if I was to eliminate the culture, what's next?
Exactly. But that's what they're telling you the culture is too. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time,
the culture is fluke. The culture is
you create the culture.
Right. Nigga, the culture is mainstream.
Right. But see,
I'm with you.
I love ourness. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna call it the culture. I'm gonna say outness. Because when you in the room with another black person, you don't gotta know them. But that ness, like we know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But when it comes to that culture shit, like it's so hijacked. And first of all, it's not even ours. Like it's some shit that's
what I've been trying to say forever.
That was created. Yeah.
Like,
so
it's like,
you're right. You're right.
It's like
it's what they think is hot.
Yeah, and then
It's
it
what they
has nothing
would.
to do about self. It's all about outside entities that
Yeah.
that makes you. There we go again with that illusion that makes you think that whatever you got going on is, well, whatever surrounding you is way more important than what you actually who you are. So now you going off these feelings that change like seasons. So don't get too attached to them. You act off these feelings and these emotions, and then you put yourself in fucking crazy ass positions, bro.
Yeah, I mean that go back to that conversation we was having about Kanye. It's like the same thing. Like niggas feel like they gotta hate Kanye for the culture. You know what I'm saying? It's like I gotta go against that for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck it may be. You know.
Yeah, the illusion. Motherfuckers buying tickets to a magic show, leaving, knowing that they going to a magic show, but they leaving thinking that it's just real. Like that doesn't make any sense.
That's exactly that's the Matrix.
Like
that's what the fuck the Matrix
like
is.
you bought
the Matrix.
tickets to a magic show and you left thinking that's
you
real.
bought
That doesn't make any
tickets to
sense.
fool yourself like that. That's what
Yo,
I'm
do you
saying.
think that's what Disney programming is? Like to program us to accepting, like, you know, like this reality or non-reality, or you know what I'm saying? It's like Disney programming.
That's a good
that
question.
We grow up with kind of like makes us believe in a fake world. You know what I'm saying?
Wow,
It's all a project.
That's
It's an ongoing project.
That's funny you say that because I just recently heard somebody say, they said Nipsey Hussle said it, but creativity eliminates competition. And when they said that, I was like, damn, if you think about it, if I spend most of my time trying to compete, and 9 times out of 10, if you compete with somebody, oh, he look better. Oh, they fresher than me. All right, I'm about to go get fresh. You gonna go buy some other shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to get.
You ain't got time for
create
that
your
shit.
own shit, or you know what I'm saying. But if you creating something,
Yep.
somebody's gonna look at that.
I know
and
what you're
go,
saying.
and
I'm
then
too
they're gonna
busy
go,
creating the deal
When you're-
to even
when you're-
entertain that shit.
and like, but even for the next person looking at you create, you're gonna then open their mind to create something bigger. So it's not a competition. It's just we're evolving. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
inspired. We're inspiring each other. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Exactly.
But what happens is, and you're 100% right. And I think what happens is, you know what I'm saying, people be too caught up focusing on the gifts of other motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like you be so comparing yourself to niggas instead of building. That's like God gave
That's
us
the
all
true love right
God gave us all the ability to create. But when you focus on another nigga's relationship with God to create, you kind of miss what God gave you. You know what I'm saying? So I think like that's what you're talking about. It's like kind of like our creative ability is almost like an intimate relationship with the creator. But when I'm focusing on my cousin, when I'm focusing on my friend, my brother, what he doing, I'm not focusing on my relationship with the creator. And that's how I understand what my purpose is. That's why I start to get an understanding of what God put me on this earth to be, when I'm focused on creating with him. But when I'm so focused on what another nigga got that I don't got, oh, that nigga can do this, but I can't do this. Oh, that nigga think he better than me. That's when you're not moving in alignment with the creator. You know what I'm saying?
Even with you saying that,
with the next nigga.
Exactly.
Even with you saying that, it made me just think, damn, that sounds like every Judas. That sounds like every Judas. Somebody was great creating, bringing people together, and then that Judas just couldn't stand to see that, or put like
what makes him so special.
Exactly. Damn, bro.
Oh, ass niggas.
But see, I said all of that to say that's the issue in our community for real.
That is it. That's why we can't build as men, to be completely real. Because another nigga's getting offended by another nigga shining, and we can't get nowhere.
But don't know how to
going nowhere fast.
Of our women, it's to the detriment to our entire culture, young. Just hating.
You're right.
And then the reason why is because at the end of the day, they understood that niggas are at the bottom of the barrel. So if you see another nigga doing some shit that you ain't doing, it's like, who does he think he is?
Right.
And that's the reason why we can't grow as a people.
You just kind of breed a whole civilization of niggas just not wanting to step up to the plate. Niggas, just like you said, niggas just being lazy, just not even wanting to. I'm like, oh, creating shit. Nah, I ain't about to do all this shit.
Why can I?
I'm gonna
Why
go
create?
along. Why create when these niggas create this shit? I just want to follow and do what they do. Alright.
I go work for somebody. I go do this. I can do that. Instead of standing on my own feet. And you go through shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking like, oh, nah, you go through shit. I get that. You know what I'm saying? As an individual, but at the same time, like, with all of this going on, and I guess I dove deep into that because I was just trying to see how people could just be blind and oblivious to, like, you telling them, hey, you might die, and you just, I don't care.
No, I
I'm
know,
good.
but they do. They
I'm
do. I
comfortable.
know.
I'm good. I get stabbed. It's straight.
I feel like
I'm gonna
that's
go to work
crazy.
tomorrow. Like, what?
That's the crazy
shit
part.
wild.
Like, you can hear stuff like that. You can hear truth and shit like that, and not even change anything that you know what I'm saying. They don't even want to change anything that's going on with their lifestyle or with their daily. They still want to go through the same shit though. Like, I don't know. This cycle is wild right now. You gotta stick with like-minded.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think we covered a lot.
A whole lot.
Oh no. Oh,
and not even everything we wanted to. Like about
Hey, I did want to say something. Just
The
something.
eggs?
Nah.
Oh,
the
okay.
Now I was going to ask you guys: is it me or, like, let's say you haven't sat down and read something like a book or something in a while, right? Is it me or does it you get like this sense of, like, after you've read, like, I feel like I learned so much, like, in a short span of, like, when I go to read. It's like the wildest thing. I feel like I'm way more like I understand. It's crazy. I can't explain it. It's like
I call it a download, man. Like, I swear, when I like you read shit, like I feel like that's the purpose of the books, though. Like, you can literally just pick any page out of a fucking book. You will learn something from the book. It's crazy like that. I feel like it's just a download, and you're supposed to learn. You get the message you're supposed to get too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
reading is
you
like a
always get
sacred
that
thing, because it's funny how, like, even like why even, ancient scrolls and shit, like, that's meant to be read. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there's power in reading, but it's like a interesting.
And
Very
just even books and, like, scripts and all that, they're timeless. Like, that shit has just lived through fucking time, ages.
Like, a
with
nigga could tell
information.
you something, but, like, you go read it, it hit different.
It's crazy, man. Life of, like, centuries of information.
And it's funny because they say, like, if you want to conquer something, write that shit down. You know what I'm saying? Like, write it down, so when you go to do it, you open it and you read it, and it's like, damn, it's right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like it sticks to the mind when you see it down on paper.
It's called intentions. When you write
Say
it
what?
down, when you write it down, it's called intention.
Intention?
Yeah.
Meaning, like, you going out of your way to actually see it through.
Yeah.
Nice.
Deep.
Yes, sir. But I like listening to shit too. I remember a lot of shit when I'm listening and moving around. It's like you exercising those thoughts, especially when you're moving around.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But, like,
you
if
just
I
sitting
haven't done
down
it
on
in
the
a
couch,
minute,
like, it don't stick. But if I'm listening to something moving around, I'm like, oh yeah, that does sound like a good idea. Yeah. Like, B, when you send me that Buddhism junk, like, I listen to a lot of Buddhism, like podcasts and shit like that. So, like, that, I was kind of expecting some of it, but, like, his overall message was, don't let your mind treat you like a bitch ass nigga. Like, your mind sometimes can be like your biggest adversary.
Oh yeah, nah, that's real talk.
Yeah, because your mind is like
it's separate. Like, people try to group themselves in. Like, your mind is part of the physical body. That has nothing to do with you.
That shit would
like,
trick you.
You at your core want to be happy. You at your core want to be everything to be in harmony. That's how you naturally want everything to be. But when your mind don't like something, now you acting in a certain way. You see what I'm saying? So
it's like a battle.
different. Yeah.
Damn, I just dropped the gym on me. Shit.
Yeah,
but the wildest thing though, you know why your mind gets you though, is because your mind know all like your weaknesses and your faults and shit. So you can't let your mind treat you like a dick.
But like he said, this is no easy feat. That is niggas spend life.
So you think I got here, bro? And I'm spicing it. It's like a calm speaking like Indian guy. He's not saying anything I'm saying. It's just like how I interpret it.
But it was funny how he kept saying the same thing, or he just kept repeating himself.
Yeah,
like yo, it's the mind. Like
it's your mind, bro.
It's your mind. It's your mind.
That ain't you.
Damn.
It is you, but
exactly. It's you, but it's not. It's you, but it's not you. You know what I'm saying? It's not your soul.
That's man complex. Wow.
Yeah. Like any doubt that creep up, that's your mind talking shit, bro.
Yeah,
exactly. You can't do some shit. That's your mind. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
literally.
Yeah, but I like listening to a lot of different like spirituality shit because that shit all be talking about the same shit.
And I like that one specifically because he wasn't like reading from, like he was just kind of talking. It wasn't like a sermon or anything. He was just kind of talking.
Yeah, like some megahertz in the background.
No, he was just talking.
That's tight. Yeah, I gotta be up moving for that type of shit.
I was actually cleaning the house when I was listening to that shit.
I listen to shit all day. I put my Bluetooth in. I be just scrolling shit. I could literally send y'all shit something every day, but I don't. But when I do, I just
send
make
that
sure
shit to me.
I be making sure that shit.
I'll be in my
juicy.
truck.
Send that shit to me.
I'll be listening to it.
I'll be like, oh, here I go. Like the Derrick Rose drinks you said. I started binging that drink right away. I just started listening to that shit.
That's what I'm about to be, man.
That joint was good.
Nice so much shit. Yeah,
that Dame Dash joint the other day was tough.
Yeah, 16 keys. I saw the beginning of it.
He was talking about that shit too. He was talking about your mind and shit.
Yeah.
He got some shit with who's the Billy what's his name? The four
Billy Carson.
He got some shit with Billy Carson too.
Yeah, I seen that one. That one was
from like
dope.
last year. Yeah.
He got a new one coming out with Kaba Kaman, but that shit ain't dropped yet. Y'all know what I'm talking about? He like
Dame Dash or Billy
19
Carson?
Keys. 19 Keys. He got another he got another
He a good interviewer because like he always like just flow in and flow out. Like only thing he got to stop saying.
You understand me?
Yeah, you understand.
Like, you know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
You understand?
Yeah, I mean,
like we can turn this 3-hour podcast into a 1.5. You just stop saying that.
Yeah, for real. He said that after everything.
But I do like how it's like it's an actual conversation, and not just you sitting down and just hearing like asking questions to the person getting nervous, don't know what the fuck.
Oh yeah, what you think about this?
Right. Yeah. It's actual like everybody's giving it's a dialogue. Everybody giving their opinion on things, and not just their opinion, but the resources, the factual evidence, how it's all uplifting. You know what I'm saying? It's all to be better. That's why I'm like,
and I love how it's with credible entities, and they all have like the backstory and like understand what's going on out here as far as like the bottom line of like, the powers that be and shit like that. And even the energy that we hold and possess, all that, like that's what I love. Those are the best interviews. Dame Dash is slept on, man. I don't know why he another one that people like kind of hate on. I feel like because his
Kanye got his fucking attitude, bro.
Exactly, man. That is for real. That is. He was around him
but it's real. It's the confidence.
Yeah, to take no
bullshit.
That confidence. Especially when you know and understand like what you have.
Dame was the one that signed Kanye, first of all.
Oh yeah, that was his man.
But I mean, Dame signed Kanye.
Jay-Z just a popular opinion, man. Jay-Z just like the popular big brother and shit. I swear, like everybody was on Jay-Z.
But Kanye tried to make it seem like it wasn't Dame either, though. Well, he signed him, but he tried to make it seem like Dame was just sleeping on him.
Yeah, all of them was.
I mean, but Dame probably the most that did see the business acumen of all this shit.
Right.
I feel like he was the one that knew and understood like Kanye as a whole, because he talks about the artists of Kanye, he talks about the creative shit, the music, but I feel like he understood Kanye the most.
Yeah,
they probably had the most combos, all that shit for real.
I feel like if he didn't have Kanye sit for as long as he did, if Kanye would have just came out dropping music, I think it would have been a different impact. Kanye wouldn't have had much as his genius wouldn't have got stroked as much. You feel what I'm saying? Because he would have been just an artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he had to have that little chip on the shoulder.
I don't know though. He needed that. I feel like that producer shit did help him get that chip on the shoulder as like, be a successful rapper, blah blah blah. And he was around some heads, man. He was around State Prop. He was around fucking all them Def Jam, the Diplomats. He was doing beats for. He was doing beats all over the place for them motherfuckers. So,
R&B jumps, all
R&B. Yeah, he was crossing over. But yeah, Kanye, he was killing it.
Yeah, man. Any other conspiracies you don't believe? Oh, I wanted to have this conversation with Marcus. Fuck, it's a rap shit.
Oh yeah, you know he love that.
50 Cent says Eminem has had a bigger impact on hip hop than Jay-Z.
I can see that.
I could too, but you know, it's people like as soon as they see it, like, what is he crazy?
I could see that.
I don't think it's
because we're not talking about
skill. Or
we're not talking about skill. We're talking about impact.
I mean, Jay-Z came in under Biggie. Like, no, Eminem came in. This is a white boy coming in, spitting that shit.
Nigga,
you know what I'm saying?
Dre did that shit right. Dre did that right.
Yeah.
Like, okay, come on over there at the man. We got you, bro.
That nigga struck gold.
Yeah, dude.
Like, yo, what? 50
Eminem got everybody on the battle shit again.
50 knew that shit too.
Yeah, for real. And that's how he came up.
Shit.
Yeah,
listen, Dre is where he is for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The man only got 2 albums.
He made
that's Dre got 2 albums. Do you like not forget that he has 2 albums?
Exactly.
Come on now.
And he ever drop Detox? Shit.
I don't even think that was a real
Niggas was talking about these 10 years straight. He ain't dropped nothing.
Nothing. Just caking. For no reason. Just
it's reason.
For no reason. Like, god damn.
Just no album reasons. Yeah.
Just production. And then the nigga, oh, by the way, let me go throw these beats in here. Come on, dog. You know what I'm saying? Start getting mega guap. Didn't he sell that shit?
What he sold his masters. I want to do an episode on that. Maybe that's the episode next week.
Yeah, because I've seen a few artists have been doing
why are
that.
people selling their fucking masters? Like,
Future did that shit.
Yeah,
Dre did that. Somebody else did that too.
But hold on, there's like a video where like
Chris Brown did it too, didn't he? Or he bought
Did he?
it.
Somebody did.
Yeah.
There's a video where
you right,
Taylor
though.
Swift say that they're illegally like getting our shit.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift said the shit.
Yeah. So, bro, this music industry shit is one.
All
they
their shit
supposed
is
to
shiesty.
business. And see,
But
and
imagine if Kanye said that they're illegally stealing our shit.
Our masters. I'm surprised it's not no uproar because she did say that. When she said that, that had to be recent.
I think like late last year.
Oh shit. Okay.
Got swept from the rug. Yeah, there you go. Is this fake?
Exactly, bro. It'd be so much shit out here. I'd be like, you know what? I'm
I
going
know.
to
You
work.
know the videos that be killing me. The joints that be like, it'd be like
I remember
they'll
Prince.
zoom. Oh,
We'll
Prince
talk
got
shit.
he got a couple good videos.
We'll talk shit.
You seen the videos where they're like zooming on the moon and shit,
Yeah.
and it'll be like motherfuckers like on the moon doing shit,
yeah.
or like a
Right.
rocket
Like
ship.
the spaceship.
I hate dumb shits. Yeah, those begin on my fucking
hear
head.
that.
Johnny be like, "Oh, there's an angel in the sky."
Yeah, yo,
I
look
sent
at
that
the
joint to
angel.
Red.
Come on,
Yeah, or a giant. You send me a lot of dumb shit. I was like, I can't. That's why I'm like, I think they try and hijack our
And
No.
even like with the AI shit now, I seen this one ad.
Imagine the
It said,
possibilities.
it said type. It was like this green
Oh.
face. He said type anything you want into the joint, and the person said, "What does hell look like?" And then the AI generated. I'm like, what the fuck? First of all, why is that the go-to on the ad?
Exactly.
Like, what the fuck is that? Oh my
Even
god!
that.
A friend of the show sent me a picture of an AI making to draw the inside of Earth. I'm gonna post it on here, but I'm gonna play Taylor Swift first.
There's been a new shift that has affected me personally and that I feel is a potentially harmful force in our industry. And as your resident loud person, I feel the need to bring it up. And that is the unregulated world of private equity coming in and buying up our music as if it is real estate, as if it's an app or a shoe line. This just happened to me without my approval, consultation, or consent. After I was denied the chance to purchase my music outright, my entire catalog was sold to Scooter Braun's Ithaca.
Oh, Scooter Braun too.
Stop.
He's associated with Jay-Z.
For real?
And Kanye. What? Scooter Braun out here robbing motherfuckers?
I just
He is
wanna
one
put
of
this
the
on the table.
industry's biggest music managers too. Damn, that's
Just
crazy
stop.
as fuck.
I think.
Yeah,
Taylor
why did
Swift
that
is
happen?
Yeah, that was wild.
Highly attractive.
I was like, okay.
But that's just me.
It is, you know, she had a long back rumor. She was a joke of a long back for a while.
Yeah, I know, but hey,
I see what you mean though.
All right, so look, so if people are selling them, like how did somebody swoop in and steal Taylor Swift's money? Like she don't got like
because
that.
this is the kick. This is who owns the masses, and this is what a lot of these damn artists don't know. And I ain't gonna say artists. A lot of people don't know. You own the masters, not if you are the own. Like if you write the song. No. If I come in and say, Randall, you're my artist, and hey, you got a studio session today. We're going. And we go. You make 3 songs. I pay for the studio sessions. I own the masters.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Which is fucking crazy because all I
That's
did
crazy. That's
is
crazy.
pay for studio time. But because I pay for the time for you to come and do, I'm the owner of all this shit. Like that, and that's literally what happens. You get a deal. Of course, when you do a deal, you get a campaign deal. Everything that comes with the campaign, studio time, video, and all of that. It's just
Loan,
like
all
these
that.
contracts.
Yeah, it's
You know what I'm
pretty
saying?
much. Yep.
It's just like these contracts, which
Dirt.
which sucks, and it's crazy. But it's like, do I take the 15-year route of building my own success, or 5, whatever the year, whatever? Or do I just go ahead and sign to this label real quick and
I don't know. I think that's something we need to dig into next episode. Like why is one everybody selling, and why does Taylor Swift say her shit was stolen?
Exactly.
She's like one of the richest, successful people in the shit. So I
Iconic.
gotta find out. Like that don't smell right. So yeah, we got shit. We're gonna move on next episode. We're gonna do a deep dive. Today we talk about everything under the sun. I don't know, but make sure you subscribe, comment, leave a rating on iPodcast, And send us
do all that.
send us any fucking recommendations of what to cover. And we're gonna catch on. I wish Corey was in so you can with the holla.